Hey you guys, if you guys love this video, definitely to go ahead and subscribe, like, share, comment. Let me know what you think. We always want to grow and be better together. So what better way to do that than subscribing to this channel? So go ahead and subscribe, you guys. Hey guys, thank you for joining me here on Back to Basics here. For those new to our YouTube channel, here we're going to be talking about the Bible and breaking down those small little details that are actually pretty vital and very important in a believer's life. And we're going to do a lot of things in regards to terminology here. I know for myself, and I know I'm not alone, there are some of you guys who are, whether you're new believers or have even been in the church all your life, some of those words and phrases that you may hear, you may not know the meaning of them, why they're so important. So we're going to break down those things as well to help us grow and be better together. Now today we're going to be talking about worship. So to give you guys a bit of history, because I love kind of giving you guys a little bit of the biblical background of what we talk about here sometimes, because I don't want you guys feeling like you're lost or confused or anything like that. So worship from the beginning of creation with Adam and Eve began there in the Garden of Eden when Adam and Eve obeyed God and lived according to his will. Then after the fall, worship became corrupted for a number of reasons, but God brought worship back through his covenant with Noah, Abraham, Moses, and David. Then the nation of Israel was established to worship the Lord, and therefore our worship is now greatly impacted by the example that was set in the nation of Israel. Now, worship is experienced more than just on Sunday morning or hearing your favorite song at service and, feeling the spirit, and all of that and running around the church. That's again, there are different forms and acts of worship because it is a demonstration of love. That's what worship is. Worship is an act of love. So there are different forms, different ways to demonstrate that love and different things that we do. But again, that's not just it. Not just on Sunday morning feeling like you're filled with the Spirit because you heard your favorite song, that was there. Again, those are good, but that's not all that worship is. It's more than just going to church Sunday morning. Again, worship, just to keep it simple for you guys, is an act of love, a demonstration of love. And that love is demonstrated more than on Sunday, even more on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Literally every day of your life, you can demonstrate this act of love. And it's demonstrated, of course, by when we go to Bible study. It can be demonstrated when we're helping others. It can be demonstrated by helping those in our household. It can be demonstrated by maybe sacrificing maybe a little of your time, your money to help somebody else. These are all different acts of worship. And through living a lifestyle of holiness on a daily basis, that is how we truly can worship. Not just on Sunday, again, not just on Sunday. We want to live a life that is pleasing to the Lord, and that's one way that we can do it, by worship. Again, worship is the demonstration of love, an act of love. So it's an action word. We have to demonstrate that love, not just say it, but to truly do it. Go out and do the will of the Lord. As well, it's vital to remember that worship is not some way to feed God's ego and he's up in heaven just like, you worship. That's not how it works. That's not how God is. And worship is important for us to keep Christ at the center focus of all that we do. Plus, the promise of worship is God, which is pretty beautiful. Again, I've talked about this before. I love the simple splendors of God. Even when he even wants us to come to him and died on the cross, all Jesus is really asking is that we come to him. Believe and come. That's it. Same thing with worship. He just wants a true heart and demonstrating that act of love on a daily basis, pleasing him in what we do, not just what we say. And anyway, God knows all about us, so he can see our heart anyway and see if we're doing it for the right or wrong reason. So he sees all of that. The promise of worship is God, and that is the ultimate reward that we'll ever need in our lives. And that, to be honest, is one of my most favorite parts. It really is. The reward of worship is God, and he comes to commune with us. He comes from out of a true response of worship that is honest and that is even broken. He truly comes when we need him. He comes when we're even grateful and just want to say thank you, Lord. That true act of worship is right away what's going to get God's attention, what's going to have him pleased, what's going to have him always being in our lives if we're always true to what he is telling us to do. even in our daily lives. I think sometimes we can feel like, oh, I'm just going through my routine, things like that. Well, your routine as well is an act of worship. Again, especially if you're doing those things the right way that he's asking us, doing it with a humble heart, really caring, all of those things. God sees that. That's not being ignored. He sees all of those things. So again, you guys, quick recap. So worship is an act of love. It's a demonstration of love. And we demonstrate that by living a life of holiness on a daily basis, with the Lord being our guide in all that we're doing. Here are a few other scriptures, guys, about worship. You can find all this information as well on our blog, www.sassysexysave.com. Go ahead and click on our Back to Basics button, and all of this can be found there, all the scriptures that you'll need. And as well, guys, don't forget to go ahead and send me any messages or comments here on this video, and I will go ahead and respond to you guys. And don't forget to even ask me a few questions that you might have questions about. We're here to help. At least I'm here to help. And as well, allow us all together to grow and be better. We can't do it by ourselves. That's a myth. No, we need help, and that's okay. It's never too late to jump into the Word. It's never too late to do a refresher on the Bible. It really isn't too late. You can do nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with strengthening your relationship with Christ. Nothing at all. So thank you guys again for joining me here for another episode of Back to Basics here. I'm so excited. I hope I helped you guys, and I can't wait to talk to you guys next week. But have a great day, you guys, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.